Kenzo Tenma is the primary protagonist of the Monster series. Formerly, he was a genius neurosurgeon and a rising star at the Eisler Memorial Hospital, considered to be one of the best in the field, until he disobeyed the hospital director's orders to perform brain surgery on Mayer Rodecker, choosing instead to operate on a newly orphaned boy, Johann Liebert. Since the boy arrived first, he decided to risk his promising future to do what was morally correct and save Johann regardless of the consequences. Unfortunately, the mayor passed away, and so did Tenma's favored standing at the hospital while the boy, along with his twin sister, went missing. Tenma is a workaholic who prioritizes his patients and their well-being more than anything. Although he's a highly skilled neurosurgeon, he confesses to Inspector Lunge that during a surgery, he's jumping out of his skin due to the fright of committing a mistake. Tenma is often obsessed with saving as many lives as he can. Johann enjoys toying with this mindset, sprouting several massacres possibly to challenge Tenma to prevent them. His kindness is prevalent throughout the series in contrast to Johann's unscrupulous nature, and he sometimes ponders about the moral of his actions. When he is worried, often with Johann, he neglects his own self-care and goes as far as collapsing for lack of food or sleep. Other than that, he's overall an optimistic individual, or tries his best to seem so to others, giving words of encouragement to the people around him. When Lunge enters Tenma's psyche, he discovers that Tenma doesn't fit in either Japanese or German society. Nevertheless, Tenma isn't too unsociable, and ironically in several flashbacks Ava's and Rudy's, he is seen happily hanging around in a group. He does prefer to work alone rather than in a team if he can help it though. All lives are equal. Tenma's motto and the reason he disobeyed Director Heineman's orders to save the person who arrived first regardless of social status. This ideal is not just a matter of work ethic. Much of Tenma's psychology stems from this principle, and it is one of the reasons he struggles so much with his own decision of killing Johann. For instance, Tenma becomes racked with guilt at shooting Roberto in spite of the apparent necessity of his actions, believing that he had killed the man, and expresses such great remorse over his seeming death that he feels himself unworthy of being called a doctor. There is even a personality shift when Tenma starts to doubt his own belief. Many close friends of Tenma interviewed in Another Monster, including Ava, mentioned the reason they love to be around Tenma is that he never looks down on them, and regardless of his exceptional skills, he treats others as equals or puts more value in their abilities over his own.